What is going on, guys? Reseller Tom here. Today, I'm going to show you guys a thrift haul. I am estimating I got around 30 to 40 items. This is actually the first time that I went to this specific Goodwill, and this was in Orange County. And I usually go to the LA bins, like right next to Pasadena. I think it's like right on San Fernando Highway, I believe. And it's like near Pasadena. It's a really, really good Goodwill. They rotate the bins like every 20 minutes. I had to take my girlfriend to a doctor today, and so it was like an hour drive. And it was actually the first time that I ever went to this Goodwill bin. So it's a brand new Goodwill bins that I've never been to. So I'm going to show you the haul basically with what I got today, and this is live. And so we're going to get into the haul in a second, but I do want to talk about the bin setup and how I really maximize the results for this specific bins. They didn't rotate at all, so it's pretty much like first come first serve. They have limited carts, and I feel like this is what most people have. Most people's bin situation is where like first come first serve, they don't rotate and you just get what you get for that day. And so I had a really good strategy that worked out fairly well. It's definitely not as good as the Goodwill bins in like Burbank where they rotate every 20 minutes. With this one, you really have to be the first one. You have to really like be in, like you have to literally run in like within like at open. And the open today, I believe, was 8 or 9 a.m. So it was a little bit later than the Burbank one that I go to is like 8 a.m. Huge line, and everyone tries to rush for a cart. So the cart is like essential because like you don't really want to have a bunch of clothes on your back like I had today. Didn't come prepared. I actually didn't even know that there was a bins in Orange County. I totally forgot about it. So when I dropped my girlfriend at her doctor's appointment, it was awesome because there was a bins like 5 minutes away, and it's the only other one in LA besides the one in like North Hollywood, which sucks. And they rotate, but it's ass, like it's trash. Thomas Navarro, what's going on, boss? Hope you're doing great. Hope your sales are going good. Got a bins haul right here. Gonna basically share everything that I got today, and got pretty good stuff for the situation. For that bins, I came at the right time. I came like right at open. I didn't get a cart right away, so I was a little bit late, but I still got some really, really good stuff that I want to share with you guys today. So if you guys are watching this, make sure you smash the like button, leave a comment down below with your situation, and we'll get straight into it right now. So I don't know, I probably got like 20 or 40 items, and like not all of them are gold tier, not all of them are like top standard, but a lot of them are pretty good and in good condition. And like I said, with this setup in particular, they didn't rotate. So it's a bin setup where you really have to be like the first one there. And it's all about just like in a situation where if they don't rotate, number one, you need to be there early because it's going to get picked over really, really fast. Not everyone there I could tell that the people there didn't necessarily have a giant Rolodex. Like there was a bunch of college kids and like kids that were kind of going there for like hype stuff and like vintage stuff. Maybe it seemed like they kind of passed up on a bunch of stuff, which I'll show you because I wasn't the first one in there, but it was a pretty big setup. It was like wide open, like it was like inside, but it was also like wide open at the same time. Like it was kind of a weird setup. And then right next to us, they had like an auction where they were like auctioning off pallets. So it was actually a pretty good spot, pretty good place to go to. It's an hour away. I may go there again, but in the next time that I go, I'm going to make sure I'm the first one, get a cart, and pretty much stay. That type of bin setup is you basically go for like an hour to 2 hours, and then it's pretty much picked over. So if your bin setup is very like, if they don't rotate, you really have to be the first one there and try to be the one that cleans it all out. I cleaned out a good amount of stuff, which I'll show you guys. Yeah. So, Thomas, like some bread and butter, and then I have some pretty good brands that I think are for sure 100. I mean, most of the things that I got, I think will sell within 90 days. So whether you want to call that bread and butter, I'd say like I'd say like mid to high tier. I don't think I got any super gold items. I did find some cashmere, which is going to have good ASP and high sell-through rate. But we'll go over and I'll refresh my own memory in a second. But it's definitely not on par to the items that I find like in the Pasadena Goodwill bins. Those are just fire. Like if you ever come to LA, go to that one. It's insane. Like Fernando Highway, right off that highway. The bin setup is insane. Like you go in, it's huge. It's a big facility, and they literally rotate every 20 minutes. So with this one in Orange County, there was no rotation. You just really had to be there first. So my strategy with that was to take my time, pretty much go through every single bin and really just take my time. And the cool thing about that setup is you can really like walk around, and there's a lot of like the longer that you stay in the beginning, you're going to see like piles that people, it's like called the discard pile. I actually found a bunch of good stuff. Like I found a bunch of 511 tactical pearl snaps that were in a discard pile. So what a discard pile is it's basically like a huge pile that's built up. People will go through their cart and they'll throw away things that they don't want. And so like a lot of discard piles can have bangers. So today, since they didn't rotate at all, it was just first come, first serve, basically. Like you either clean it out or you don't. In that situation, you really have to like be fast, look through everything, go through every single bin, and go through those discard piles because they usually have like bangers. Because not everyone has a super wide, expensive Rolodex. And so I was taking advantage of the discard pile. I was taking advantage of just my Rolodex because, like I said, there was a lot of kids there. They were kind of getting more like based off of just like the style, not necessarily the brands. So let's get straight into it, guys. Let's get straight into what I got today. And if you're watching this on the replay, make sure you smash the thumbs up. I actually saw a fan today, which was awesome. He was like, Resellertom? I'm like, yeah, man, what's going on? And he was super cool. Actually, he was really, really cool. I didn't catch his name, so if you're watching this, let me know what your name was. But yeah, he was like, are you Resellertom? And I'm like, yep. And he was a really cool guy. He was crushing it. It seemed like he was really crushing it at the bins today. And seems like that's his spot. So I'm going to go basically over everything that I got. I just have like 2 bags here. Think it was 40 or 50 bucks. So I'm assuming it was around 20 to 30 items. And thank you guys for watching so much. If you want me to unpack everything that I got today, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you smash the like button. Leave a comment down below with any questions that you might have. Hey, what's going on, Caitlin? Hope you're doing great. And Thomas Navarro, what's going on? Once again, but yeah, a lot of bread and butter. So J. Jill is a really, really good brand. Anytime you find J. Jill, especially if it's plus size, it's going to do really good. This is a 1X, so this is going to have crazy sell-through rate. Pretty much all my J. Jill stuff sells within like a day or two, like crazy, especially with a 1X. This is one of the fastest like selling brands that I have. It's just a shirt. Even though it's just a shirt, J. Jill is just a fire brand. And 1X is really good because that's plus size. Plus size is like the best ever. And so this is just a normal, just J. Jill shirt. And I only got it because of the brand. Red is not the best color, but the brand trumps everything. And this should sell like within a week for like 28 bucks. All of my J. Jill linen stuff sells within like a day. So if you find J. Jill linen, pick it up pretty much in any size. It's going to go crazy. It'll sell for like $28 to $30. I would list it a little higher, like 28 range around there. For their basic shirts and stuff. That's really the range that they kind of sell out. And then if you have like a 25% off coupon or whatever, they'll use that like pretty fast. So this is honestly, I would consider this somewhat of a gold item just because it's fast sell-through rate, it's plus size, and it's just a really, really good brand. So for me, I would consider that gold, even though it's not like a super banger. For me, anything that has a very fast sell-through rate over 30 ASP, in my opinion, is a gold item. Not all of these are great, but a lot of them are good. Hugo Boss polo shirt. So the person that recognized me today, he was actually wearing this exact shirt. I'm like, damn, bro, like, look what I sourced today. And he was wearing the same exact shirt. So Hugo Boss polo. This is a medium. So just a purple Hugo Boss polo. The Hugo Boss actually does really good with their polos, so I really like their polo shirts. This is just a regular polo shirt. It's purple, which is a really good color. I think purple has a really good sell-through rate for me, especially with polos. Just a medium, just a Hugo Boss shirt. Nothing crazy. Their button-ups do pretty good if they're in black. I sold recently like Hugo Boss pants. Hugo Boss personally is a brand that I really like. I'm actually wearing just a black Hugo Boss tee right here. It's one of my favorite shirts. Minimalistic. What is this? So this was in the discard pile that people, I guess some people don't know what this brand is, but 511 Tactical Pearl Snap. This should sell for like $24 to $28. And it's just the brand. The brand's really good. They also make really good jeans. So that's what the title looks like. So yeah, this is the title. And this is this is the logo, and then the size is extra large, so really good size. Pearl snaps do really good. So pearl snaps in the button-up category, like if I could have just sourced pearl snaps in the beginning, I would have been really well off, because pretty much pearl snap, any brand, sells pretty good, to be honest. Like always look up the sell-through rate. But instead of getting button-ups, you're way better off getting Henley long sleeves or pearl snaps. So 511 Tactical is a really good brand, and it's plaid. It's a good size. And so fire brand right here, 511 Tactical. Bro, that North Face jacket is fire too. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Sourced this, I don't know, the other day. It North Face is such a slow sell-through rate though. Like North Face is such a slow sell-through rate. Like all my North Face jackets take forever to sell. It's insane. And like I get the worst offers for them. This next one is a really, really good brand. I love this brand. It's called Ted Baker, and Ted Baker also has really good polo shirts. Like I had a Ted Baker shirt sell the other day for like pretty much full asking price. So Ted Baker, really, really good polo shirts, like insanely good polo shirts. But this is Ted Baker found this today. And at the place that I went to today in Orange County, it's $3 per pound for clothing. So I love Ted Baker always for button-ups. I hate button-ups, but Ted Baker is one of the only exceptions, and maybe a black Hugo Boss shirt or a black Calvin Klein shirt. Other than that, I hate button-ups. Make sure there's no yellowing in the armpits. Make sure there's no yellowing like right here. Yeah, so Ted Baker is one of my favorite. They just kind of have weird sizes. They kind of have like weird sizes, so you want to double check. But I do really good with their polo shirts. Like I just sold a polo shirt for like $28 like in one day. So yeah, I love Ted Baker, and this is just a normal button-up shirt, so nothing crazy there. But yeah, Ted Baker is insane. Yeah, Lacoste and Ted Baker have the weirdest sizing, so you really just have to look at comps. Sometimes I'll just go in Tech and Sports and see. So like if it's a Lacoste 5, because Tech and Sports knows, so he'll put large with 5 or whatever it is. So that's a good page to look at it, and then you can just go on eBay and see what others will have the size as. But I'm not sure where they get the sizing from. I should probably like know, but I usually just look it up online and figure it out. So Wrangler, as you guys know, I really like Wrangler all-terrain. Their shorts, even their pants and their joggers do really good. So these aren't really like joggers. I mean, they kind of are, but they don't have like the super stretchy jogger feel. But I really like Wrangler all-terrain shorts and their like pants. They do really good for me. I have like 100% sell-through rate with Wrangler all-terrain. They sell super fast for me in like the $24, $18 range plus $8.90 shipping. Here's a Lucky brand chambray shirt. The only reason why I got this is because it's chambray, which is like that denim jean look. And chambray for me sells really, really good. This is a size large, so it's a good size. It has a good little like pattern on the front. But yeah, the only reason why I got this is because it's chambray. And Lucky brand's an okay brand. Their jeans, some of their jeans do really good. Some of their jeans have like over 100% sell-through rate. But yeah, the only reason I got that is because it's chambray. So Chambray just does really good for me, and I think I'm saying that right. Ala Luke, what's going on, boss? Hope you're doing absolutely incredible. Here's a cashmere sweater by Tweeds. I'm not sure about the brand. I've never really heard that brand before, but it's 100% cashmere and has no holes from what I believe. Yeah, no holes from what I see right now. And I pick up cashmere anything, even if it's a brand I never heard before, because cashmere is very like high MSRP and it feels really good. And like I've sold cashmere Kirkland sweaters before, so like the brand could be absolute ass and you still get good sales with it. So yeah, just a cashmere sweater, size medium, V-neck, long sleeve sweater. Always make sure you provide the measurements with cashmere, because it may like shrink if someone previously put it in like the washer. It could be shrunken. So this is just very basic bread and butter. Like, I do not recommend getting this, but I'll probably get an offer for like $10 within like a month, and I'll just accept it plus 680 shipping. But yeah, I mean, it's just so light. If you get it at the bins, you can't really go wrong with Under Armour, Nike, or Adidas shorts. I really like the women's like running shorts. However, this is so light, and I only source this stuff if it's in really good condition. Like, you want to make sure that the tag has no like cracks. Make sure the logo has no cracks, and it should sell for you. So like probably price that at like $12 to $15 plus 680 shipping or $5.95 shipping. How's everyone's sales? My traffic like dropped off like for the last 10 days, but now it's starting to rebound. And today is the first day where I've seen my sales kind of like, I can tell they turned something on. It's weird. Like eBay, just like, it seems like they have a switch where like they turn it on or off. It's really, really strange. Let me know if you guys feel that way, if you've ever had that experience with eBay. And the person that recognized me today said that I should cross list. I don't know if I'm going to do that because I don't want to take a lot of time learning a new platform, and eBay has all the traffic, and I would hate, like, maybe if there was a cross lister that could actually like delist. So like if something sells on eBay, it takes it off all the other ones, or if it sells on another one, it automatically takes it off eBay. But I don't think they do that. And I have super high volume, so I feel like that would be a nightmare for me. It would be too confusing, and I don't want to spend a bunch of time delisting on all the websites. So if there's one where it can automatically, without ever failing, delist it on everything as soon as it sells, then maybe I would entertain that. But I don't know. I'm just sticking with eBay right now until something happens. But eBay's just a little weird. Like you can really see yeah, I told eBay to turn on the switch for you. Haha, just kidding. Yeah. Yeah, call again and tell them to turn the switch on. No, I'm just kidding. I think the switch is based off of negative feedback. Any type of, obviously there can be like an issue, an internal issue that affects everyone. But I also think if you get a negative feedback, or you get any type of defect, or if you do something wrong, you ship late or something, I feel like they rank you lower. So there's a bunch of things, and then there's also just the marketplace, the demand, how you're pricing your items. There's so much. It's there's a lot that goes into, you know, to get sales on eBay. And at the end of the day, we do have used stuff, so it's not like everyone's like so eager to buy used clothes, right? You really have to have like super good stuff. But Luke, thank you. That's hilarious. Thomas, sometimes you go off certain materials instead of brands then, huh? Yeah, so pretty much anything cashmere I'll get. Depending on if it's silk, I will entertain. I may pick up any brand. Like I sold a Cherokee silk shirt. It's also seasonal as well. So cashmere, anything I will pick up no matter what, if it has no holes or stains. Silk is in that category that I may pick it up no matter what. But I'd say linen's probably better than silk. So I'd personally maybe pick up anything linen. I 100% would pick up anything that's cashmere, Linen is up there with whatever it is. I'll just pick it up because it has such high sell-through rate, especially during summer. And then silk may be up there, but yeah, fabrics are very important. And then the next may be like, I don't know, Pima cotton. This is Gary. Gary really feels like it could be up there with like Patagonia and Cole and Prana. It has that type of feel, has that high quality feel to it, but it does not sell for a lot of money, and it's not the highest sell through rate. I wish it was. This is a 36 Gary hiking shorts. I just do really good in the hiking category. I love the hiking category. Like I do really, really well in it. And so I always sell my Gary stuff. It's just not super high ASP. And it's Gary just does not sell for that much, and it takes a little bit longer. But like as a fan, like I do like Gary a lot. Gary is a Costco brand now. Yeah, I know. It feels like it could be like it could compete with those like bigger brands. It feels like they have like the same manufacturer, to be honest. RL polo shirts sell good. Ralph Lauren polo shirts sell good? Question mark from KR Smith. Welcome to the live. Just depends. You really have to stack factors. So if it's just a basic Ralph Lauren polo shirt, I would say it's highly competitive. And people literally, if you go from low to high on polo Ralph Lauren, you could probably find the same shirt you just listed for like $1. So they're gonna beat you out every single time. So Ralph Lauren is highly competitive. Yes, people build their whole business off Ralph Lauren, and Ralph Lauren always pretty much sells. It's just it may not sell for a lot of money, and it may take a while. However, if you stack certain factors, it can do really well. So I think pink polo like just simple polo shirts do really good, but you really want to find those like factors that really make it unique. So anytime I find a really unique polo Ralph Lauren shirt, I'll pick it up. If it has patches, if it's a rugby long sleeve with stripes and it's like a long sleeve rugby polo Ralph Lauren shirt, I'll pick it up no matter what. If it has like the bear logo, I'll pick it up no matter what. I would say bigger sizes would probably do better. I heard pink does good. And it's just not something I'd pick up just because it's a little on the heavier side because I go to the bin. So it's really got to be something great for me to buy it. What do you guys think? Like, I'd say if it looks rare, if you've never seen that print or style, or if it looks unique, for sure pick it up. However, if it's just a super basic Ralph Lauren polo shirt, it's going to take forever to sell, and it's just not going to sell for that much. They definitely always sell. It's just how long do you want to wait on it? This is not on the best side, but this is water resistant, stretch, comfort. Not the best brand, but I'm obsessed with hiking stuff and the nylon pants, as you guys know, and it always sells for me for some reason. But this is just Eddie Bauer. Not a great brand. However, their nylon hiking pants do good. 38.30. I didn't look up the sell-through rate, but it's just like the bins are so cheap and pants have higher ASP, average sales through rate. These are just nylon hiking pants. I do really good with pretty much almost any nylon hiking pants, with like even Columbia and Eddie Bauer and Cole, Prana, Mountain Hardware, Outdoor Research. I love the hiking category, and I just do really good with it. Has higher ASP, just like this one too. This is it's not the best brand, but it has some major factors to it. This one's a bigger size though, 42.30, so slightly on the big size for this. But this is Columbia PFG, or not PFG, but convertible shorts, where it has the zipper, so it can be shorts or it's long, and it's belted. Columbia, big size, but this should sell for really good money. Since it's such a big size, I'll probably list it for more money, like $38. But convertible pants do really good. They're functional. They can be shorts or long pants. They're hiking, trail pants. You could put fishing in the keyword, outdoor, hiking. This is just a Lakers medium jersey. It's like It's a weird, it's not like an actual jersey. I don't know. It's weird. I'm gonna have to look up comps. But this was in a throwaway pile, like discard pile, just an NBA brand. So I'm not sure how much it'll go for, but should be all right. I'm gonna have to double check it to make sure it's all like legit and everything. Um, these are vintage Nike just pants. I pick up anything Nike pants, track pants, as you guys know, and this is very light. Like this can wrap up to like pretty much nothing. Like this is super light. Yeah, it's not popular, but it'll sell for like $34, $38. Um, we have a crazy ratio: 6 viewers, 6 likes. From what I see right now, maybe view. It's weird. Like goes up, goes down to like 1. It's super weird. But as you guys know, I pick up pretty much anything Nike, like pants. Like track pants do really good for me. It's always a 30 plus ASP for me, and my account has a really good record for selling like Adidas joggers, like the Climate Cool joggers, the like Nike Tech. I'll pick up anything Nike Tech, their joggers, their pants. I do really good with track pants. So I always pick that stuff up. It has very fast sell-through rate. It sells for nothing. And this is so lightweight that it can easily fit in my storage, like really, really easy. So I would really consider, if you're at the bins, pick up Nike joggers, like Adidas joggers, the track pants, nylon ones, the vintage ones that do really good. 34 ASP. Like I always sell them like within a week. We have a lot of stuff here. Well, I guess we're like halfway here. Here's another Hugo Boss polo shirt. The guy that recognized me today at the bins said that he saw this one, but he didn't get it because there's stains in it. But I think I can get the stains out with just one wash with OxyClean. I have like Arm & Hammer with OxyClean. It usually gets everything out. But this is just a Hugo Boss polo shirt. This is the second one that I found today. And Hugo Boss with their polos have a pretty good sell-through rate. Like from the last time that I saw them, they had a fairly good sell-through rate. I might have to double check on that. But Hugo Boss is a pretty strong brand that they really overpriced. Like when I first started, I had no clue what anything was, and I bought like a $15 Hugo Boss button-up. And that was probably the dumbest thing that I've ever done. And I think I still have it. I think it's still sitting in my closet. Hugo Boss, their button-ups can take forever to sell, but their polos do fairly well. But I would look up the, whenever you're looking up sell-through rate, put the size in, the color if you can, and see what the average sales rate would be. So same thing, Nike, just sweatpants, like just Nike pants, super lightweight. So at the bins, it's cost me $1. I'll turn this into like $30, I think. And this is size medium. So I was actually really impressed with these bins just because they don't rotate at all. And it seems like they have like if you're the first one there, you have such a huge advantage. And I was like pretty much the first one there. And like I was the last one, but the first wave of people that went in. So when I got there was a huge line and they all got carts and everything. I didn't get a cart, but I still found bangers. And then eventually I got a cart because there was just carts just sitting there. But yeah. Gem drops. How do you handle sports hats? Do you list the brand first or the player, the team first? The same for jerseys or t-shirts. So hats are different from my SEO strategy that I go on off of. So if you obviously know how I go about clothing and brands, you always want to have the brand first, followed by what the item is. Hats are a little bit different. The hats are very nuanced, I guess, and it's different for what hat it is. So for instance, if it's just an Adidas hat with the trefoil logo, you would put Adidas hat, cap, strap back, whatever style it is. However, if it's like a football team or like a sports team, you would put the sports team, then hat, cap, and then really the brand doesn't really matter regarding a sports team. Obviously, you want to try to get New Era or 47 or something good hat related. But when it comes to sports team, you would put the sports team first. So anything sports related, you put the sports team first, and the brand doesn't really matter because people are searching for that sports team. They're not searching for a 47 Philadelphia Eagles hat. They're just typing in Philadelphia Eagles hat cap, strap back or fitted. That's the structure you want to do hats. So, but if it's like a Polo Ralph Lauren hat with just the pony, then you would put in Polo Ralph Lauren hat cap, strap back, leather strap back. A lot of them have like leather straps. So it really depends with what the hat is. If it's like a movie, for instance, like Spider-Man, you would put Spider-Man instead of whatever the brand is. So you really kind of have to tailor it. Hats are a little bit different, but for the most part, you want to pick up just sports team hats and mall brand hats. You want to be more careful with hats because the only 2 Veros that I got were hat related. So be careful with hats. I don't think you can go wrong with mall brand hats. So like J. Crew hats, Gap hats, Polo Ralph Lauren, Adidas, Reebok. You'll be fine with that, and sports teams for the most part. But when it comes to specific employee hats, like I got a Vero for Panda Express, so never pick that up. And then I got a Vero for like Drake's line, like the owl one. I found that owl hat, and I got a Vero for that. So designer stuff, I would just avoid. I heard some car stuff can give you Veros too, so I'd just be careful with hats. I would try to stick to just sports teams. And yeah, so hopefully that was a good answer for you. Gem drops. Rivas, hello Tom. I don't have to worry about getting a cart. I take my own wagon to the bins. Yeah, dude, you're ahead of the game. I saw a guy come late and he had his own cart. I'm like, dude, you're a savage. Like that's the best investment ever. Because like if you don't have a cart, you're missing out on a bunch of stuff. So I saw one of the vintage guys throw this in a pile. So it's probably I didn't even look this up, but it is a vintage shirt. It has the vintage tag, made in USA. I didn't look up the comp for this, but I just decided to pick it up just because it's like one of the first vintage shirts that I got. So it's probably worth nothing, but I just wanted to, I guess, do a gamble by there. This is a really, really good, and he probably threw it back for a reason. Fox Racing is a really good brand. So Fox Racing, pretty much anything I'd personally pick up. Fox Racing is just really, really good. This one does have some snags. If you don't know what a snag is, it's basically like that horizontal line right there, and it has some pilling. However, Fox Racing still is a solid brand, and even if it has pilling or whatever, it's still going to do really good. So this is just like a motocross long sleeve shirt. Probably sell for I'll probably list it for like $28-$30. If you guys are watching this right now, make sure you smash the like button. It'll motivate me to make way more videos like this. And like I said, if you have any questions at all, just let me know. We'll handle that question for you. But yeah, I should probably invest in a cart. Let me know where I should get one. Thomas Navarro, I'm assuming you're talking about that vintage shirt with Einstein. Yeah, it's a pretty dope shirt. I pretty much pick up anything Tommy Bahama 100% silk, especially if it has a floral pattern. So if it's got a floral pattern, I will pick it up for sure. This will do really good, $28 to $34 I'll list it at, and has no defects. It's honestly a pretty sick shirt. And Tommy Bahama 100% silk, large. So these in silk do really, really good. Some of them sit around, but if they're floral and they look badass like this, it's probably going to sell pretty quick, especially during the summer. And so if these were like the chino shorts, I wouldn't have gotten these, but these are like the performance like polyester shorts. And these are just Polo Ralph Lauren. They're like stretchy and like really lightweight. They're not like the hard chino shorts. These are like more performance golf shorts, and these will do really good for me. Polo Ralph Lauren. Is there a size tag in here? Yeah. 32. So really good size. These will sell really, really fast for me. Like the golf shorts sell really, really good for me, especially right now. And that'll probably sell for like 18, 24 bucks within like a week. I'm not even kidding. If you price things right, they'll sell super fast. Here's another 100% cashmere by Naked Cashmere. Never heard of the brands, but since it's cashmere, I picked it up. It is small, so it's not on the best. It's not the best size. It may have holes. Is that a hole right there? No. I don't think this, from what I saw, it had no holes. That's just like linen or something. Um, from what I see, no holes. There may be a defect right there, but it'll still sell. It's cashmere. Like, as long as it doesn't have holes in it, it'll do fine. Like, yeah, I don't see any holes in this one. So like the Orange County bins, it seems like they only put out bangers. Like I feel like if there was a hole in the cashmere, it wouldn't even be in the. It seems like those bins are more like hand chosen, hand picked. That's the vibe I was getting from it, just because nothing I found had holes or anything, which is really good. So yeah, just Naked Cashmere. Thomas Severa, have you ever sold a suit jacket, or do you stay from that? I'd say if you can get them at a good price, they're worth it. You just they're just really long tail items, and so like I'd say Ralph Lauren blazers. I've sold every single one that I had. I've sold every single Hugo Boss blazer that I ever had. All Saints blazer. Look up the sell-through rate. If you find a new tags blazer and you can get it for cheap enough, I would just pick it up. If you have the space, I think blazers are really good. They're really high ASP. They're just very long tail. But I would look up the sell-through rate on that specific suit jacket. And if you can get it cheap enough, I would for sure get it. I've probably sold like 10 to 15 sports coats. It's not something that I'm super like looking out for. I see them every single day. Every day I go to the bins, I see some really good ones. It may be smart for me to start picking that up. However, like I said, I just don't necessarily have the storage to have a bunch of blazers. But I'd say my top blazers that worked really good for me, for sure. Hugo Boss, Calvin Klein probably does good. I'm not an expert in blazers, guys. I know there's some people that really specialize in blazers and they pick up Laurel Piana and like Peter Millar, like window, like plaid, like suit jackets do really good, super high ASP. But yeah, I would research the suit category. Just type in like sports blazer, go from high to low and see what's selling for like see what's selling in like the $50 to $200 range, $250 range, and get used to those brands and see what size they are and see why they're selling, what patterns do they have. So if you want to study and have a deep dive with blazers, maybe I'll make a video on that and we'll learn together and we can see what are like really good sellers, what brands are selling really good. But for me personally, every single Hugo Boss blazer I ever sourced sold for like over 50. Every single Ralph Lauren blazer I had found, and you find them all the time at the bins. A la Luke, if a seller is selling 3 per day and listing 5, should we go back down to 3 listing items and carefully list those 3 items? I am trying to get some ideas on this. So depends what if like you're having no financial issues, you have all your bills paid, everything's paid. I think 5 is really, really smart. Even if you're selling 3 per day, I'd still list 5 just because like you want your store to grow. You don't necessarily want to stay at the same stage. And when you get things that are slower sell-through rate, your store kind of grows, but then it just starts selling off and you start getting really consistent sales, 3 to 9, 12 months down the road, everything will just start selling off. So I think 5, if you can afford it, you can pay your bills, you can pay everything. I'd say 5 minimum is a really good place to be at. And then obviously once you get to selling 5 per day, if you can pay your bills and everything's covered and you're not hurting financially, then I would slowly try to keep raising it if you're in the building stage. Like right now I'm in the building stage. Pretty much I get all my bills paid for. And then a lot of the extra income that I get, I don't spend, drinking at the bar, going to clubs. going on crazy vacations, all that extra money that I'm getting from reselling, my goal is to put it back into the business and replace all the items that sell with gold items, like really high tier items, kind of like the ones I'm showing you guys today. I didn't expect to really source a bunch of gold items today, but I think I did pretty good for a bin setup where they just roll it out once, like you like first come first serve type bins haul. But if you guys are watching this, make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you like and smash the thumbs up button. And so yeah, this is probably the worst item I got. Just a Under Armour shirt. It's in really good condition, though, no cracking. This is an example of what you should not get if you're first starting. If you have a SKU system, I mean, someone will send me an offer like in a week or so for $10. And so not crazy profit there, but that probably cost me like 50 cents. So I can turn 50 cents into like $5 to $10 profit. Like I just said, I pick up anything jogger related with Adidas. Climate Cool does really good for me. It's usually like a $30 ASP for me, and I always get offers, or they'll just buy it straight up. Nike Tech pants I find all the time at the bins. I pick them up. This is what size is this? And if you can't find the size tag ever, you just do the measurements and just put it in the listing. But these do have some defects, obviously. The logo is coming off, but I've sold a bunch of these with the logo still coming off. So like the 3-stripe Adidas pants, even though the logo is coming off, somehow these still sell really good for me. And there is a tag here. Let's see what size it is. If I can't find the size, I'll just put the waist and inseam measurements in the listing. Yeah, I can't find it right now, but maybe later. But yeah, I mean, usually a $30 ASP right there. And I find this all the time at the bins. Here is a just a Vans shirt. I just got it because of the style, and it's like fuzzy. It's like a Sherpa type feeling. Just a Vans shirt. For some reason, Vans do really good for me, even though they're like super mall brand. This is just a medium. I think the style will do good, and like the fabric is really nice. The fabric's different. I mean, it's just like different fabric. It's kind of hard to see, but what's a good price for Nike or Adidas track pants? I usually price them at like $34 starting off, and then I might just, if they're not selling, I'll do like a 20% store wide markdown, and I think that brings it down to like $22. But I'd say anything over 18, anything under $34, that's the range they tend to sell in. And yeah, like I accepted an offer yesterday for $10 plus $9 shipping for pants, and it's like it's not that much profit, but I was just trying to get some velocity. So one of my favorite brands right here, REI. REI Co-op is even better, but these are just nylon cargo shorts. These are probably like $24, $28. I'll list them at plus like $6.80 shipping. It's size large, 36L. I love this brand. I feel like these were convertible pants at one point. Yeah, crap. So these were convertible pants. So these are just the shorts. So it's kind of missing the lower half, but they'll still sell like $24 probably. So that kind of sucks, but REI is such a strong brand that will still sell. Here's some other shorts, Gary. So same situation, Gary. I don't know why I just like Gary. It sells for me all the time. Like I usually get $12 offers. I'll probably price it at like 18 or 24. It's crazy that it's not up there with like higher end brands, but yeah, kind of longer tail item, and it doesn't really go for a huge ASP. But I always like all the Gary I ever had, it sold. Here's another 511 tactical pearl snap. So 511 Fire brand, it's large, and then it's pearl snap, and it's green. So this will do really well. Probably priced at like $24 or $28. So that's the second one that I found today. And it was in a discard pile. So if you go to the bins, look at piles that are just stacked really high. It's usually a discard pile, meaning people kind of like just threw it away. Like, they just like threw it. But yeah, guys, if you have any more questions, let me know. I'd be happy to answer any more questions that you guys have. But yeah, hopefully I answer those recent questions. Here's just a you always want to make sure the zippers are good to go on Nike. I've probably picked up 3 or 4 like heavier Adidas or Nike jackets, and I didn't even realize that like the zipper was broken. So make sure you always inspect the zipper with any jacket. But this is just a Nike dry fit, really good condition. I'd say a mid-tier item, but it should still sell for like $18 to $24. Just a Nike quarter zip pullover. The reason why I got it is because it's so lightweight. It'll fit in one of my tiny my super tiny poly mailer. This is probably like 8 or 9 ounces, so I'm probably gonna charge like $8.90 shipping and like $18 to $24 starting off. So super big profit, because at the bins that cost me like $1.50. So I'm turning $1.50 into this is Free People, really good brand. You can always tell from the tag, but this is like a dress. So this is probably one of the higher ASP things that I found today. I'll probably price this at like $58, $60. Free People is a really good brand, and it's floral, and there's a fruit fly flying all around. This is small, so not the best size, but this should do really good. Free People is just a fire brand. Anything Free People, I'll pick it up. So I'll probably price it at like $58. Dresses and women's stuff just sells so much faster. This is the first time I got a Grey's Anatomy. I always get figs, anything I get. It's one of the top things that I sell. Figs, joggers, fig scrubs like this. This is Grey's Anatomy. I've never picked up Grey's Anatomy before, but all the nurses I've seen, if they don't have figs, they have Grey's Anatomy. So maybe this is like one notch down. But I've never sold Grey's Anatomy, but I see it all the time at the bins. I just never really thought to pick it up, but I probably should start picking it up. So pick that up. And here's the last thing. But if you guys want to see the replay after this is done, you can see all the original stuff that I got. But is this the good? Oh no, this is a Trader Joe's receipt. I'm pretty sure I spent around $50, and that was probably like 30 to 40 items. It was $3 per pound. So I'm not going to count right now in front of you guys, but what is this? This is just a Nike shirt, super lightweight. Probably cost me like 50 cents at the bins. So if you're at the bins and you have, I mean, this really doesn't take too much storage. Like this, like these boxes are pretty big. So like a Nike shirt just like fits like right here, and you can just fill it up with everything. So these probably fit like 30 to 70 items. But if you're doing if you're just doing thrift stores, don't pick up that Nike thing. What was missing a button? I didn't even notice. Revis, what was missing a button? I hope the Free People was not missing a button. Grey's Anatomy, not big, but consistent sales. Wow, that's crazy, because I've probably passed up on 300 Grey's Anatomy scrubs, like over $300 or 300 items. I always pass it up, which I don't really know why. Because the nurse that I saw today from my girlfriend, she was like having an appointment. They were all wearing like Grey's Anatomy, and I'm like, oh my God, I've been missing on stuff. Let's catch up here. If you guys have any questions, this will be the Q&A period. Depending on how your questions will either end it soon, or I can answer any questions that you guys have. But if you are watching this, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you are subscribed if you're not already, and leave your comments down below, and I will handle any questions that you have. This fruit fly is killing me right now. I had like sunflowers in my room, and I guess I left it out for too long, and then it attracted all these like fruit flies. Divine, what's going on, boss? Hope you're doing incredible. What's up, Hollywood? Yes, we are right in the heart of Hollywood. I can actually see Hollywood out this window right here. Gem Drops, best sale of the year. What is your plans for the rest of your year with reselling? My best sale of the year was my Arc'teryx jacket. I probably got it for like $4 to $6 and flipped it for like 200 or something. And the first day that I listed it, I got a $100 offer, but I was just like, I think I can get more money for this. So I think that was the best sale. I've sold a camera this year for like 350, but it's just not duplicatable. I sold like a PS4, but I don't really count those because they're not it's not duplicatable. Like I can't just sell that stuff every single day. Gem drops. So yeah, that was probably my best sale of the year. And then what do I plan for the rest of the year? Just really consistent listings. My goal is to get to 30 clothing items per day listed and 10 hats. And when I'm really consistent, my sales just go through the roof. So I find that when you're doing 20 items per day, that's when I started doing 10 grand a month. But I also had 2,000 items in my store that were fairly good. So I'd say 20 per day at 2,000 items in your store. If they're all fairly good items, you should start to be able to start doing 10,000 gross per month. And my cost of goods is probably around 1,000 to 1,500 per month in just inventory. And I'm sourcing like 20 to 30 per day. And then it's about $400 in sales per day is the rate that I'm at right now. Like low 400s, low to high 400s is what I've been seeing. This month, there's been a slowdown for me because I went on vacation. Obviously, pretty much this whole month I've been chilling out, but I'm going straight back into listing like 20 to 30 per day. So let's get all these questions. If you guys have any questions, list it down below. And this is your time. You have me live right now. You have me in the flesh. So if you have any questions at all, let me know. Revis, I feel bad selling things that are defective. I sold a Tommy Bahama corduroy soft coat yesterday. I was asking 19 and took a offer for 12 with $13.49 shipping. Was actually $7. Shipping was actually $7. Was that okay? As long as you disclosed it, it doesn't matter. So as long as you disclosed what the defect was and they bought it, I wouldn't feel bad at all, because that's why you want to be really like you want to be like in the condition description. That's going to save your ass, because the last thing that you want is too many item not as described and you get a 5% on top of all the other fees that you have. I've been there before, where I had last Christmas I had a really high item not as described because I wasn't doing the measurements. I was not really specific with condition description, and for a month they tackled on an extra 5%, which can really crush your margin. So you really need to make sure you're pointing out defects. Like someone said there was a button missing. Let me know what the button was missing on. I'll catch it, because I didn't do like photos yet for any of that stuff. But let me know where you saw a defect, and you have to make sure you add all your defects. So as long as you disclose the defect, you should be fine. If you didn't disclose it, you'll probably get a return for item not as described. Gem drops. Free People woman is intimidating to me. They are kind of oversized. I'm not sure how to do photography for them. So, I mean, it's just pretty much the same setup for it's just pretty much the same setup. I understand what you're saying, though. Women's stuff is a lot harder to list, like the measurements, and it's just a little bit weird. So when I first started, I for sure struggled with women's stuff, and I dreaded listing women's stuff, but try to just find really easy women's stuff to list. That's just easy. Like the J. Jill, the first thing I showed you guys today, that J. Jill top, just a long sleeve shirt. It's going to still sell for really good money, and it's really easy to list. But yeah, for dresses, it's going to be a little bit harder. You may need a longer like roller stick, because I just use a metal yardstick, but sometimes the dresses are even bigger. And so in that situation, you're going to need like tape measuring. But yeah, women's stuff can be a little hard. But as long as it has the tag and you put the pit to pit in length, and maybe the waist, if it's like a bodycon, you should be fine. You can never really go wrong with doing measurements. Like for cashmere, I do the length, because the length can be shrunken. And so the more measurements, the better. You can never really go wrong with measurements. Irevis, it was missing a button. Which item was missing a button? Was it the Free People one? Was it the Grey's Anatomy? Which one? Grey's Anatomy, not big money, but consistent sales. Thank you. Base card collector, welcome to the live. And thank you. I depending on how fast this one sells, I might just start picking it up. I know Figs sells for me really, really good. So I'm assuming Grey's Anatomy is going to sell good. Let me know what you price it at. Dan, what is going on, boss? Hope you're doing great. Jet Rag in LA. In LA has $1. Has $1 Sunday. Have you checked it out? I have not. Jet Rag in LA. Bria has $1. Like Park La Brea in that area. Jet Rag in LA. I'll have to look it up. Thank you. $1 Sunday. Have you checked it out? I've not checked that out. I know on Thursdays, like where I go to the bins. Thank you. I will I'll check that out for sure. On Thursday, the bins that I go to, like their actual thrift store, like the racks, they have $2 a day. So I usually get jeans in that situation or blazers, just because jeans probably cost me an average of $3 to $6 at the bins. So if I can get jeans for $2, then it's worth it because it's $2 a day. So I'll check the one you're saying. Let me know what brands. Let me know what brands are. Does Jet Rag have good brands? Like what kind of brands can I expect? Is it better than Goodwill? Hello, Luke. Let us know how we can help you on this channel for future videos. You can reply later if you need to think about it. Yeah, just say, I'd say likes really push the channel out. Obviously, like with the YouTube algorithm, it's based off of just watch time. So I know reselling content has a good amount of watch time because people will usually list while they're listening to a video. And a lot of my videos have really good watch time. I'm assuming because like I just care about giving you guys value. So A, I'm helping you in one way, shape, or form. And B, like a lot of people, like I do this too. I'll watch reselling content while I'm listing. So watch time, I think, is the number one indicator of if YouTube pushes out content. And then obviously likes and likes really, really help. And then like if a bigger channel watches me, so like let's say a bigger channel, you can like I guess recommend my channel to them. And then if they start watching my channel, then YouTube will promote to their audience. It's really weird. But that's why people like a lot of channels will like be on the grind. Like I'm really fortunate. Like this channel is blown up a lot faster than I expected. Usually it takes people years to hit like even 500 subscribers. So I really appreciate you guys a lot. Honestly, you guys have really helped support this channel. I don't have AdSense. I don't have it turned on. I don't want to bombard you guys with ads. Like it's just, I don't really care about ads right now. I'd rather just provide value and in return, just create an awesome community here. That's all I really care about. Honestly, like I just want to have a great community and it's paying off because someone actually recognized me today at the bin. So really appreciate it. So yeah, the best way you can help me is just maybe if you know other YouTubers, you can like ask them like, have you heard of Resellertom or whatever? That may be the best way you can help. But yeah, engagement obviously drives videos out as well. Watch time is what YouTube bases it off of. So thank you, Luke. Thomas Navarro, how important do you think it is to accurately show the color on some of your items? I'd say it's really important. And sometimes the camera can be off with color, especially blue, really distorts the whole picture. So in that situation, when I'm describing color, if it's like a black gray or a orange pinkish color, you could put both of those colors in the title just so you don't get an item not a subscribe. I know Tech and Sports does that. If it's like on the verge of two colors, you can put like black, blue, gray, black. Like in my SEO, like when I talk about SEO like strategies for you guys, if like the color is a weird color, it's kind of hard to describe. Like for this one, I could put green gray because it's like on the spectrum of like it's like in between. You don't really, it's hard to see what it actually is on camera. So if you try to describe that, then I think you'll be better off and not get item not as described. But yeah, it's important. Like describing your item is very important. That's what really ties into a quality listing. And eBay will promote you to more pages if you have less returns. Like if your return rate's really high, you're probably not going to get as much traffic and sales, because like if you're eBay, they're like, I don't really want to promote this account because it has such a high return rate that like we're going to lose money on this account. So really describing your items perfectly is really smart. How much washing do you do? PGR, what's going on, boss? Hope you're doing great today. I try to just wash everything immediately. I try to get it done. However, like if there isn't any crazy funky smells or stains, I guess you don't have to wash it. If it already seems like it's been washed, I guess you don't have to wash it. But I just try to just wash everything. Or like just don't pick up things. Like if you don't have a washing unit in your apartment or whatever, I would just avoid things that have crazy stains. Like for now on, I pretty much avoid anything that has a weird smell or stain. And I just, even if it's like if it's a really good brand, I'll still like wash it and stuff, but try to only source really good things where you don't have to go super in depth with the condition description. So that's my strategy. I just try to pick up things that are in already really good condition where I don't have to like go all in. Raymond, hey y'all, what's going on? Hope you're doing great today, my man. It was disclosed. So then, yeah, you don't have anything to worry about. The coat I sold was missing. The coat I sold was missing a button. Got it. I didn't know if you were talking about something that I was showing you guys. Dan, yes, it's a treasure hunt for all designers. Let me check the link. Thank you, brother. Yeah, let me know. That would be much appreciated. PGR, most important for me is to hear about brand / sell-through rate to learn new stuff. Yeah, that's expanding your Rolodex is literally king. Like the reason why I did good today and found good brands is because my Rolodex is it's not like it has a lot of improving. Like I think the number one thing we should all do is expand our Rolodex and get better at sourcing. That is literally the number one tip, is expand the Rolodex, because you can go to any bins, any thrift store in any state and crush it, because like you just have a really good Rolodex is what I'm trying to say. So Tom, I posted some items and got offers for the full price within an hour. Both of their pages asked me to text them in the description. Obvious scam. Can I cancel their order since they aren't? It's not good to cancel an item if they haven't asked for it. But in that situation, I feel like since they're already breaking eBay's guidelines, I feel like if you don't do it a lot, like if you're canceling every single order for unpaid when you don't have that option, eBay will eventually crack down on that. But if you don't cancel a lot of items, like it's fine to cancel an item if it goes unpaid within that time limit. Like I think it's like 4 days. So if it gives you the option, buyer hasn't paid, cancel, there's no defects on that. But if you cancel, make sure you say the person asked to cancel. And then but like if they didn't ask to cancel, you can get in trouble. But if you don't do it a lot, they won't. I don't think they'll hurt your account. But since in particular your situation, since they're already breaking eBay's guidelines and it is an obvious scam, to let you know, if like for sure 100% they're trying to scam you, never go off of eBay. If they were to investigate you canceling it, they won't hurt you because they'll know that it was a scam. So yeah, if you do cancel because you're getting scammed, just say the person asked to cancel. Never put canceled for out of stock, because that'll slow down your traffic and it's a huge defect. So for the most part, you don't want to cancel on someone, but since they're trying to scam you, I would just do that. Going to pay and take my items off the market for 4 days while they neglect to pay. Yeah, it's so annoying how eBay's automatic payment system isn't set up. It's like my biggest pet peeve with eBay. Thanks for the answer. No problem, PGR. I have the guy. I have the guy that do the meeting at my house, clean the laundry that really needs to be washed. Yeah, so yeah, if you can hire someone to do it or have someone do it for you, then that's a win-win. And yeah, I'd say you really want to try to, when you're doing the photo, you want that item to be in the best condition that it's going to be in. That's what Tech and Sports does. He washes all his stuff. He makes like 2 million a year on eBay. He washes everything and makes sure that everything's presented in the best possible way. And yeah, get it as flat as possible without wrinkles. Have really good lighting on the item, and make sure it's centered perfectly with your camera. Don't leave anything like cropped out. Make sure it's centered. Make sure it's a flat lay. Make sure there's no wrinkles. And get the material tag. Get all the measurements. Get the front, the back, and yeah, proper measurements. Dan, now I shared Dan, now I shared to go to. Yeah, I'm gonna check out that place. It seems pretty dope. Thomas Navarro, have you ever seen any drama at the bins? I've seen people get kicked out all the time because because the bins that I go to, they roll it out every 20 minutes, like I said. But if you touch any item before they're done rolling everything out, because they want everyone to have like they want everyone to be on the same playing ground, or an equal like playing field. If someone touches an item before it's fully done, the manager will like kick them out, and some people will get like super pissed and throw stuff. I'm trying to think if I've seen anything else like super crazy. I think that's like the biggest thing that I've seen is just people absolutely freaking out for getting kicked out. Because it's like, it's very simple rules and stuff, like just don't touch the items until like it's time to go, because they'll be like, all right, go. Like that's kind of how they go with our bins, and people will try to like steal stuff before they do that, before it's done rolling out, and then they get caught and basically they like throw a huge tantrum and like freak out. And it's pretty funny to look at. It's pretty funny, but nothing like crazy. Let me know if you've seen anything crazy. I'm trying to think of anything else. I don't think so. Sometimes homeless people will come in and cause a huge scene and get kicked out, but I've never seen anything like crazy. But guys, we will end this shortly. If you have any last second questions, let me know. Here to answer every single question that you guys have. If you have any questions at all, feel free to list it down here in the live chat. And it's weird because YouTube has like top chat and it has live chat. And for top chat, you can only see like a quarter of what the actual live chat is. So if you guys haven't actually hit the live chat, you can see everything at real time. There's way more messages on the live chat, I believe. PJR, that's why I listened. I want you to that is why I listen. I want you to tip me a lot of crap my second months. Not sure exactly what you mean by that, but you should tip the guy that washes for you. Unless I'm getting you confused with someone else. Yeah, so yeah, tip the guy that does laundry for you, my man. And this is your second month in eBay. That's what's up, man. What's your take on kids' clothes? Yes or no? Absolutely not. I hate kids. I hate youth anything. I avoid youth stuff like the plague. Super slow sell-through rate. Unless it's like a bodysuit, like a Nike. One of the best things that I sold was a Nike. It was like a toddler Nike bodysuit, but that's about it. And I've sold like a Levi's Sherpa bodysuit for youth, but for the most part, I totally avoid youth stuff unless it's Boy Scouts. Boy Scouts sells really good. High ASP sells really fast. Boy Scouts is the only thing that I would pick up that's youth right now. But other than that, I hate picking up youth stuff. Super long sell-through rate, doesn't sell for much money, and parents don't really want to buy their kids used stuff. So I would avoid all youth stuff. But I think that might be it for today, guys. Let me know if you have any last second questions. But really appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. And yeah, I try to do lives whenever I'm really feeling it. And so I wanted to show you guys this bins haul. If you haven't seen it fully, you can obviously watch the replay. I'll put it on my YouTube channel, and you can watch the full bins haul. Because I probably have like 30 to 40 items right here that I showed. But thank you, Thomas. Appreciate it. yeah, guys, we'll see you guys very soon. Thank you so much for all your support. Really, really appreciate it. And gem drops, do you do new, youth, new tags, women's or men? Yeah, I just try to stay away from the youth stuff, unless it's Boy Scouts. That's like really the only thing that I'm doing. Even if it's new tags, I mean, it's just it's just such it's low sell through rate, and it just takes forever to sell for me. So I always stay away from youth stuff. I just really stick to what I kind of showed you guys today. What's your cost per pound at your bins? $3.19 to the main one that I go to, and then the one I went to today was $3. But yeah, LA is like $3.19. Um, it's funny when everyone asks questions when I'm about to leave, because 6 is like the time that I usually start, so I understand. Like I don't mind like sticking around. It's just if there's no questions, I'm just gonna roll out. Um, Gem drops it. I tag it as men, women to help with conversion. It helps with others. Yeah, I mean, I've had some returns because they're like, this is girls, not a women's, or this is a boys, not a men's. So I don't know. It's just I hate youth stuff, like toddler stuff, youth stuff. I just like I said, it just doesn't sell for a lot, and it takes for my account personally. If it sells really good for you, I'm not telling you not to do anything, guys. Like for my store, youth stuff takes forever to sell, unless, like I said, it's Boy Scouts. But I just try to stay away from it. But if it works for you, go ahead and do it. Do you do consignment shop for slow items? No, I've never done consignment, but I'm not totally against it. It's just I just keep everything on eBay. For me, everything eventually sells on eBay because I just will mark it down to pretty much nothing. Um, no, what? 319. Oh wow. But you get great items, so it's worth it. Yeah, so they rotate every 20 minutes and it's fire items all the time. So it's 100% worth it. Like the one I went today, they didn't rotate anything, but it's still like really fire items, good, really good condition. I could tell a lot of the stuff today was hand selected because like no holes, no stains, like everything seemed really clean. There's no odors on anything. So the place in Orange County I went to today was honestly pretty fire. You just have to be the first one there and get a card immediately. And it's one of those things where you just go for like an hour. And then it's super picked over because they don't rotate anything. So I know there's a bunch of bins in America where it's in that situation. And in that situation, you have to be the first one there or everything's going to be picked over from people like me. No, what do you do? eBay store reviews. I need feedback. Yeah, so you can message me on Instagram. I can do a live roast. Just Resellertom is my Instagram. There has been a bunch of people that hit me up about it, so I need to actually start making those videos. But I do store reviews and roasts for free right now. So if you want to shoot me, if you want to shoot over the channel on my Instagram page, I will answer you. Gem drops are, I agree with you. I do youth in sneakers, not really clothes, but I have done juniors sometimes that have slipped in the ladies department. And I have to sell it to avoid the loss of money. Yeah, I'm totally with you. Like I got like they make like a Lululemon line that's juniors. So I picked that up. I still think that will sell because it's Lululemon. And I picked up some junior stuff that's Athleta. So I think if it's a really, really strong brand, you can't go wrong with it. Like a Patagonia puffer jacket that's youth, I'd still pick it up. So I guess if it's like a really strong brand, I would pick it up. But for the most part, I just neglect it. PGR Twitter, I'm not really on Twitter. Like sometimes I'll just catch up on some stuff, but I'm not on Twitter. I'm on Instagram, just Resellertom, if you want to hit me up personally. But we're going to end it here, guys. Thank you so much for all your questions, everything. Honestly, I really appreciate it. I'll try to go live again really, really soon in the next day or two. And yeah, just hit me up on Instagram if you want a review. And I'll probably do a live. I'll probably put it on YouTube. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. If you want to watch the replay, you can see the full bins haul. And make sure you smash the like button. We'll see you guys very, very soon. All right. Peace.